There is a special place in everyone's heart for something, whether that's a childhood memory, an old pet, or a teacher who helped you for exams. I've always been into video games, and ever since I was able to turn on the old family Mac, I'd play whenever I could. Some of the fondest memories from video games have to be the original series of LEGO games. Not the tie-ins, just the genuine original games. Although I'm only 14, I grew up with a mix of games that were new and ones from around 2002. The three games I'll be talking about today are LEGO Racers, LEGO Island, and LEGO Universe. LEGO Racers was the first video game I ever played, and it probably has the most time, honestly. I would sit on the chair in the computer room, boot that bad boy up, and build some vehicles. Even to this day, I can listen to the soft, random sounds of the build theme. Just listen to this beauty. The main theme is still engraved into my mind, and I'll never forget the satisfaction I got from winning my first race when I was like 3. Because no matter how many cars I built, I could never do it. But one day, I really went for it, and there it was. The white text would finish, and first in the top left corner. I was hooked. I'd play straight after nursery, and I eventually beat the entire game. I was ready for a second playthrough, or even to try a second one, but one day I found something else, something better, and that something was LEGO Universe. To this day, I still play this game. I'm not going to lie, I get a little emotional every time I see the race car going behind the yellow man in the red shirt, or the dragon that interrupts him. I remember waking up, turning on the computer and seeing the loading screen, showing off what was new. The little pirate battle thing was always my favourite. I'd load up my Sentinel character and attack, defend, and dodge my way through the enemies until I could try and reach the end, but more stuff kept coming. Most of my time in the game probably came from the Ninjago bit, and I remember getting all of the same pieces and being ecstatic. I even got some of the Ninjago sets and the first season of the TV show just because I loved the LEGO Universe bit so goddamn much. But one day the Mac stopped working. It's an old machine and its time had come. We eventually got a new computer. When I reinstalled the game, all I got were error messages telling me I couldn't play. I eventually searched up why, and I was heartbroken. This game I had spent over 2 years playing was gone, and a part of me had gone with it. I still remember me crying myself to sleep that night, as it was the thing that had kept me going. It was the one thing I could come back to after being at school and hide behind if I heard arguing downstairs. And now, as a teenager, I understand that this game was more than that. I'd met some friends who I'd play with, and although we only talked through slowly typed, broken English, it was a bond I couldn't bear to lose. I still haven't heard from these friends, but I'm hoping one day I'll meet them somewhere, and we can talk about the good times, before life was stressful and the bad seemed like all there was. LEGO Universe back then is what Siege to me now. It's an escape that brings me fun, challenge, with the perfect amount of reward. I'm planning on streaming some LEGO Universe on Twitch soon. You can watch that when it happens using the link in the description, but I may not, as I really want to cherish the experience as an individual, like all those years ago. I'm sure a lot of you have been waiting for this bit. LEGO Island wasn't a game I especially played much, to be honest, but I know it's a classic and loved by so many people, so I couldn't miss out on it. I do still remember, however, loading it up, building the first buildings I could, and seeing a civilization start. LEGO Island seems like the most popular LEGO game ever, really, and it's strange that I never got that experience. I'm sure I'll play it on stream for real soon, and maybe we can relive some memories. LEGO games have been a part of my childhood from the very beginning. I can't possibly express the love I have for them in words, and they have helped me in some ways become the person I am today. So here's a loving memory of the LEGO games. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe if you're new. I appreciate that this isn't my usual type of video, but I really wanted to make it. It has a place in my heart. Tell me in the comments what you'd like to see next. And until next time, see ya.